Good morning, Sanctuary family. It is my pleasure to tell you about my story because lately God has been doing some amazing big things in my life. And as a lot of you know, I have been very, very sick. I haven't been able to come to Sunday mornings a lot. A lot of you are like, where'd you go? And I have to tell you, I've been sick. I have been sleeping 14 hours a day and then being tired all day, and I have to have been trying to not eat certain foods to help me feel better, which does help, but it just was too much to handle, really big hardship to life. And recently I decided to stand in faith and to ask for healing. And that was about 3 weeks ago, and today I get to tell you that I have been healed. So, wow. Yeah, and it had to do with two things: community coming together and forgiveness. So I had a lot of breakthrough during the fasting, and a lot of it had to do with walls coming down with people and with relationships. And that was just so beautiful and amazing, and it led me to the situation of the prayer that ended up being my healing. And so I had been in a relationship with a guy, and it was just a really toxic relationship, and we broke up, and I actually got sick right afterwards, and I had a hard time talking about it, and I didn't really cry about it, and I was just really stuffed blocking it out. And recently I got a letter from him, and I just got so much sicker, and so Kimmy and Stacy prayed with me, and they prayed about that, and I started to have sick feelings. And so we realized that it was a spiritual sickness going on, and we were able to have this moment where we were believing for healing, but I couldn't believe, and God gave me this confirmation of putting my hands up and just receiving, and we had been speaking things out, and then Stacy got the same word, and to me was this amazing confirmation. So I started to believe, and so I was able to be healed the next morning. And the reason I really believe that happened was because I hadn't really forgiven my boyfriend. When I tried to do that, I couldn't get the words out. And my mom was actually at home praying, and she was shared it with me the next day. She was praying the exact hindrance in my heart that I needed to get over in order to really forgive. So I was able to really forgive from my heart, and that is so key. How many of us know that we can forgive, but Jesus says if you really forgive from your heart, that's true forgiveness. And because I hadn't forgiven, there were real consequences. So forgiveness is a really powerful thing. It's not just something we say, but I am so glad I get to rejoice with you all that God has healed me. It's so real, and I would love to talk to you more about it if you have any questions.